will be diagnosed with cancer during the year 2012. 210 children will be diagnosed with cancer during the year 2012. These children must undergo countless hospital stays, treatments, and tests. The treatments and tests will almost always cause them to lose their hair and many times end up sick or weak from the treatments. The children must also stay away from people who might be carrying some germs, as they are at a higher risk of infection. Conkerr Cancer wants to do its part to brighten the room of these very sick children and put a smile on the face. Conkerr Cancer started when Cindy Kerr's son was diagnosed with cancer in 2002, and she began making pillowcases to brighten up his room and put a smile on his face. He loved it, and so she began making pillowcases for the other children on the oncology unit at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Since then, the Pillowcase Project, A Case for Smiles, has grown in an amazing way. So far, Conkerr Cancer has delivered more than 500,000 pillowcases to these very sick children, made by thousands of volunteers from across North America. School groups, sewing circles, church groups, and fabric stores have all pitched in and are making pillowcases for these very sick children. Conkerr Kid's story. Colin is a sweet, loving, happy, easygoing little boy who was a healthy baby. At Colin's 15-month checkup, his pediatrician noticed a slight weight loss and a lack of talking. Colin had started walking before he turned 1, but at 16 months, he still fell off. When the pediatrician examined Colin's eyes, he noticed that Colin would turn his chin over one of his shoulders and look at things out of the corner of his eyes. After a complete ophthalmology examination, it was believed to be a benign condition that would eventually resolve on its own. Over the next few weeks, Colin became harder and harder to feed, became fussier, clingy, and had a regular episode of vomiting. At a follow-up appointment, an MRI showed a large tumor in Colin's brain and areas on his spine. He was admitted to the Pediatric Intensive Care Unit at Penn State Hershey Children's Hospital on April 22, 2010, and underwent surgery the next day to remove the tumor in his brain. A few days later, Colin was diagnosed with stage 4 medulloblastoma. Colin started his first round of chemotherapy on May 14, 2010. After brain surgery and endless hours of physical, occupational, and speech therapy in the hospitals, surgery left Colin with weakness on the right side of his body, and it took a year of hard work and perseverance for Colin to walk again. He was finally discharged for the last time on November 13th of 2010. During his many stays at Penn State Hershey Children's Hospital, Colin received pillowcases from Conkerr Cancer. These pillowcases always made him smile, and I was touched that someone would take the time to do something that would make my child so happy. Something so simple meant so much to us, said Jennifer, Colin's mom. Colin had 3 rounds of maintenance at home from January through August of 2011 and was free of disease. However, a routine MRI on October 26, 2011 showed a new growth in his brain. He is now undergoing more treatments at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York City. It is hoped that these treatments will allow brain-inspired radiation, which can have devastating side effects at such a young age, to be postponed until Colin is older. Recently, Conkerr Cancer has begun a new program. Volunteers are coming to hospitals with sewing machines and fabric. And children who are able are allowed to choose their own fabric, and volunteers will help them sew their very own pillowcase. There are many ways you can help. You can help by sewing pillowcases, donating fabric, or donating money to purchase the fabric. You can also help by volunteering, by cutting, washing, and folding fabric for in-hospital sewing days, package pillowcases for delivery to hospitals, pick up the pillowcases from drop-off sites and prepare them for delivery, become a regional coordinator for your local area. Supplies you will need. You will need 3/4 yard of fabric for the pillowcase and 1/3 yard of fabric for the border of the pillowcase. To make the pillowcase, cut the body of the case 26.5 inch times 40.5 inch, and the border 10.5 inches times 40.5 inches. Fold the border in half lengthwise with the wrong sides together and press. Place the right side of the border on the right side of the body and stitch together using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Place the right side of the pillowcase together, stitch down the sides and across the bottom. Turn to the right and side and press. And here is your finished product. Make sure to wash the fabric for protection with kids with suppressed immunity. Please check your local chapter for specific hospital washing instructions. In addition, place each pillowcase in a Ziploc baggie. Make sure to drop off pillowcases on a drop-off site or mail them to the coordinator. You are not allowed to deliver them directly to the hospital. For more information or to donate, you can visit www.conkercancer.org. Any questions?
Do you know Connor, or is he somebody you read about in an article?
The question was, do I know Colin? Answer is yes, I do know Colin. He's a friend of my mom. Any other questions?
Why can't you drop off the pillowcases directly to the hospital?
Because the question was, why can't you drop off the pillowcases directly to the hospital? Answer is you can't drop off the pillowcases directly to the hospital because sometimes the kids don't want the kids to get overly excited if they're too sick. Any other questions?
What are some hospitals in Iowa that are part of the Conkerr?
Question was, what are some hospitals in Iowa that are part of the Conkerr Cancer program? The answer is the Iowa University Children's Hospital in Iowa City and the Children's Hospital in Des Moines called blank. Any other questions? If there are no further questions, then thank you for your time and please consider helping the 11,210 children who will get sick this year. And if you would like to make pillowcases, please raise your hand and she will give you instructions.